friends. Welcome back to Games by Games. Today, we will be discovering the world of Himalayan salt lamps.
Hello friends, welcome back to Games by Spot. Today we've got a special episode. We're delving into a world that's nary talked about, but one that I really feel we should, and that is the magical healing abilities, of course, of the Himalayan salt lamp. Now, I personally like to charge my ions and make them negative. I personally like to make sure my chakras are topped up. I don't know about you guys, but if you're on the fence about topping up your shocks or negative in your ions, then hopefully I'm going to change some minds today, because it's something that needs to be talked about, really. It's like magic. So the first thing you're probably wondering is, what is a Himalayan salt lamp, James? Well, it's one of these. Ooh, salty and lampy. But what's special about them? Essentially, it's a bulb, a light bulb put into some salt. Doesn't matter if it's Himalayan salt. The salt's from the Himalayas, but that doesn't matter. It's salt, essentially. It doesn't matter where it's from. It's got different countries' dirt on it. But basically, it is a rock of salt that someone's caved at and put an LED into, or a light bulb of any kind, and then turned it on. And you might be thinking, that's nice. It looks cool and warm, but there's so much more to the Himalayan salt lamp than just some light in salt. They've got healing abilities. They can light your room, but also your soul, and they can also grow your hair back. Now, I know what you might be thinking, James, you don't need to grow your hair back. Your hair's luscious, and it is, and greasy, but you can grow your hair back with just some light in salt. And I have found just the guy to explain all of this to you. He's not only a guy, he's also a Himalayan salt lamp enthusiast and hair growing specialist. So we're going to check in with him and the great benefits of Himalayan salt lamps on hair.
Hey guys, this is David from The Hair Healer.
Hey there, Dave from The Hair Healer.
A lot of people know me for how dedicated I am when it comes to healthy living.
I certainly do, David. The first thing I think of when I think about dedication to healthy living is David from thehairhealer.org.
A few years back, I've discovered these beautiful shiny rocks called Himalayan salt lamps, and I love them.
I like how he says, since I discovered them, like he went to the Himalayas himself, climbed up the rocks, and in there shining in the snow was a fucking salt lamp.
I've been using them for many years now, and I can really notice a big difference in my fatigue level and how focused I became and the way I sleep at night.
So essentially, he's telling me that he can sleep better and he's got a better brain from having a salt lamp on. And I really want him to explain exactly how that works, because I feel like that's sort of a sort of gap that he's skipping over there. I mean, normally when you pop a light on, you don't, I don't know, improve. Oh man, I feel like shit. Yay!
Right now, I have a salt lamp in every single room in my house, and I'm telling you, the benefits are enormous.
Yay!
But first, let me tell you a little bit more about what are Himalayan salt lamps.
Done that bit, mate, thank you. Also, what was that fucking flash grenade that you set off?
Throwing flashbang.
Oh, he's got his tunes coming on now. Might pop my own on.
They come in many different sizes and shapes, but my favorite one is the natural shape right here, which looks like an unusual rock.
An unusually shaped rock. So a rock.
And you can use them as a nightstand or as a decorative piece for the house.
Or maybe as a fucking lamp.
But if you want the full benefits out of Himalayan salt lamps, you should leave them on 24/7.
David, are you working for fucking Big Energy? Are you working for fucking Big Fire?
Himalayan salt is a powerhouse of negative ions.
Here we go. He's getting to the good shit now. He's going to tell us how they work, how the magic works. Let me get me wand. Kadabra.
Himalayan salt lamps attract a lot of moisture to them. The heat from the light bulb will make all that moisture evaporate into the air, and then all the air will be filled with all these negative ion particles.
What he's saying is, the water that's on the outside of the salt will evaporate into the air and put loads of negative ion particles in the air. Not water, negative ion particles.
All these negative ion particles which goes through our system because we breathe it. And these negative ion particles are going to tremendously change your health.
But David, how? How does it change your health tremendously? At the moment, you've told us what it does, which I don't believe, David. But how does it work?
Have you ever gone to the ocean?
No.
And sat by the water?
No.
And breathe that air?
No.
Don't you feel really good after you leave the ocean? Himalayan salt lamps have the same effect, just like you're by the ocean.
So basically, salt lamps, portable sea. It's all sounding a little bit.
Now, if you are a person who sits in front of a computer a lot or a television...
Yeah, go on.
Did you know that these items exude a lot of positive ions, which are extremely bad for you?
Davey, of course we know that, mate. As soon as I walk past the wireless router, I start blacking out.
All these fields go through our body. And that's why we feel so tired after we come home or throughout the day or when we wake up in the morning. Because these electrical items are charged with...
Okay, yes.
Negative ions are very tiny particles, but they're extremely beneficial for our health.
Yes, we know that part, Dave.
They exist in every living thing, really, but some things have it in excess, just like the Himalayan salt lamps.
Right, they exist in living things.
Or just like when you go to the ocean, the air and the oxygen around that area is filled with negative ions.
Okay, Dave, we understand where the ions live. What are they?
A lot of researches have been made that I've read, and I was shocked to hear that negative ions increase the oxygen flow to your brain.
Yes, we know they're good. They're good, they're great. They exist in waterfalls. What are they?
Moreover, Himalayan salt lamps and negative ions were found to be very antiseptic.
No, Dave, salt is known to be very antiseptic.
So this salt is actually known to protect the environment from germs.
That's the only correct thing that you've said all day, Dave. But I feel like you're alluding to the fact that it's something to do with the specific salt, lamp salt, and not just all salt.
I actually know a lot of people who carry those rocks in their pocket, and when they walk outside or go to restaurants, they use them to clean their hands.
That's quite interesting, Dave, because I know an equal number of people who deserve to die of the flu.
As I mentioned earlier, when you go to a beach, you feel refreshed. This will give you the same effect as soon as you wake up or throughout the day when you sit beside those lamps or just in the room.
Sorry guys, got to take this call quick. Hello, boss. Yes, it's James. Annual leave. What about it? You want me to take annual leave? Go to a nice beach? Go and have a nice relax? Yeah, could do. Yeah, I might do. Oh, leave it. I've got some fucking salt downstairs.
I can recommend the best size to your room size because I know exactly how much of range each salt lamp covers.
Cool.
And of course, the most important thing these lamps do is they protect you from all the electromagnetic fields that are around us, like I mentioned earlier, the microwave, and the TV, and the iPad.
Magic.
So I really hope these were some good tips that will help you bring your health to a higher level. Thank you for watching.